What is going on, guys? Welcome to the match reaction. That was Wolves versus Manchester United, and I'm not going to be too negative. I'm not, because it's the start of the season. I'm happy the league has started, but in saying that, what the fuck was Fred doing? The first half was atrocious. It was atrocious. I think 7 minutes in, I was calling for Fred to be taken off. He was a liability. Anytime the ball went near him, I was bricking it. It was terrible. Terrible. I'm sure you felt the same. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the game, by the way. But not good enough. Not good enough at all. And this is the same problem. We know we need a proper CDM. It's just so blatantly obvious now. I don't understand why we're not in for one. It's always talked about in the transfer news, but we really, really need someone. Get rid of Fred, get Neves in, take him home from Wolverhampton. It's just insane watching him. Aaron Wan-Bissaka saved our asses early on in the game, and it was after a Fred mistake. Wan-Bissaka slides in and cleared it, and oh my god, now we didn't really have a good game in the first half as a collective, and I just felt really nervous. I think Wolves were definitely going for us the whole time. I felt like they will score. They will score. And you know what? Wolves were very, very unlucky that they just were pretty shit at being clinical and trying to put them away. Because if they had a good clinical finisher, and Jimenez is very good, let's face it, but obviously he's just coming back from a horrific injury, they would have been spanking us by halftime. Spanking us. And we were lucky. Like, we did not deserve that win. So, halftime, I'm calling for Fred to be off. I think Pogba was awful, let's face it. You know, I know he had a great start to the season, 5 assists in 2 games. So obviously I'm not going to go too hard in on Pogba, but him and Fred just didn't work at all. Nothing worked. Wolves had shot after shot after shot. David De Gea, my man of the match, he saved our asses. I think Luke Shaw was good, but most of the time in the game we gave the ball away too easy. We were so sloppy. We could barely hold passes together. I was watching like, is this actually real? Like, we have such a good team. We have such good players, and sometimes it just looks like we're so shook. Like, we're literally nervous. Like, Fred looked nervous. I'm sorry, you're a professional footballer. You get paid thousands and thousands and thousands a week, and you literally look like a schoolboy playing in front of the whole school, and you're literally just cacking yourself. Like, I don't understand how a professional footballer can be so dead. Like, wake the fuck up. It was so bad. Anyway, second half, we did better. We started a little bit stronger than the first half, 100%. Wolves again did look most likely to score. David De Gea making those saves. My heart was literally either through my throat or out my arse. It was just, I didn't know what to do. I was sitting there, nervous wreck. David De Gea, unbelievable. And the bravery of him, I just felt like this season I think is going to be a much better season from David De Gea. Last season there was a bit of a mix in emotions, and everything about it was just mad because you didn't know what was going on with Hendo and David De Gea. It was just mad. So I think David is probably coming into the season like, I need to prove myself and get myself back to my best, because let's face it, since that World Cup madness, he's not been the same. So today it was nice to see him back to himself, coming out for the ball, being brave. Raphael Varane, Champions League Varane, he was very good. He was calm. He got us out of little sticky situations, Raphael Varane. There was a little bit of a mix up at the start and stuff, but when it came down to it, he was the guy who was there. And then he goes and gets himself an assist for Mason Greenwood's goal. So I think that was a perfect debut for him. A clean sheet, an assist, and just a really good performance. You can see the passion in him. You could see that he's just so calm and he knows exactly what he's doing. Sometimes I feel like with Maguire and Lindelof, they're just like, oh, very shook and shaky, and Varane just kind of calmed things down a little bit, and that's nothing against Lindelof. I think Lindelof has had a good start to the season, but I think if it was our usual back two, our centre back pairing, I don't think we would have been as good as we were today. And I'm not saying we were good, but I don't think we would have got away with as much as we did today, to be honest. But Raphael Varane, really good as well, like a contender for man of the match, but I have to give it to David De Gea because of those saves. Like, I think at one stage, I'm not sure exactly what it was now, but at one stage, Wolves had 14 shots and 7 on target, I think it was. We had like 1 shot and none on target. It was awful. But Mason Greenwood, honestly, that kid is a wonder. He's a star. Looking at him on the pitch, you see little Fred on the pitch, and then Mason's like this big massive beast. Like, he's working hard, he's getting himself bulked up. He looks so good, and I just can't understand that boy is 19 years old and he is so good. He's hit the ground running this season. He started so well, scoring goals, the step overs. He's just so clinical, and he's definitely our best player. Definitely our best player right now. Bruno Fernandes, my favourite player. Not so good today. Wasteful, losing the ball. The shots weren't good at all. Didn't really have any on target. I just felt Bruno, he started the first game insanely well. And we always hold Bruno up here because we know what he can do, and when he doesn't produce in a game, it's like, come on, what's going on? Especially, he's my fantasy football captain, so I'm like, oh, he gets a yellow card, he doesn't really do much, but he did come into it. He was commanding, he's still a very good player. This is nothing on Bruno. He's amazing, but I always expect more from him. Always, and I know you do as well if you're a United fan. Bruno is just quality, and yeah. Who am I missing? Am I missing anyone that really deserves a shout out or a bollocking? Just Fred. Pogba done better. I think the way Wolves acted when they wanted that free for Neves. Neves was hilarious when he got tackled. Pogba didn't really get him. I don't think so. I've seen it a million times replayed. I don't think Pogba touched him. And then his delayed reaction, and then he has a sock down trying to show something. Like, that could have happened earlier on in the game. That, just give up. It was a really good goal. Well, I think maybe it was a cross actually. But the goalkeeper probably should have done better. But yeah, we got it in 1-0. That's another win. And then our away record now is insane. Best away record. I wouldn't say we deserved it because we didn't. We did not deserve it. Here we go. Stats, attempts. Wolves 15, 6 on target. Man United 10 attempts, 3 on target, and they came late in the game. Not good. Expected goal 0.5. They had an expected goal of nearly 1.9, which is mad because they were just so good. Adama Traore, anytime he got the ball, the Wolves fans were just like, come on, because they knew he was the guy that was going to make anything happen. He did very well. It was scary. It was definitely scary. But look, I'm happy. Again, as I said, I don't want to be too negative. I've talked about some positives of the game. I've talked about some negatives of the game. And again, it's early in the season. I don't want to be giving out. I don't want to be one of those fans because I really think there's too many going around now who just find every little reason to complain about these guys. They need our support. We can criticise a performance like Fred's today. It was absolutely atrocious, and I'm sure he will understand that. I'm sure he'll watch it back and think, whoa, I was so poor. Rio Ferdinand was posting about him as well. Wake up. He was bad, and we can be honest about that. But we move on. We got the win, 3 points, and our away record still stands, and we go to the next one. That, we're fans, that be happy about it. I do really wish that, Ollie and the people in charge of transfers would look at that game and just really understand how important it is to have a really strong CDM that can actually do a job, because I don't think we can rely on these players for the whole season with that shakiness. We just can't. Fred cannot get us through the season with performances like that. We're crying out for someone who can just dominate and be an absolute wall in the midfield. And there are people out there. There are bargains out there. And Neves, I would love Neves at United. I really would. Obviously he would be probably tough to get, but we definitely need someone in there. But guys, let me know your thoughts on the match. Are you happy with it? I know it wasn't the best watch, but we got the win, 3 points. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, drop a like. And I'm wearing this jersey because, of course, we signed Cristiano Ronaldo. And this one just gives me Ronaldo vibes. So yeah, I cannot wait to see him proper signed, kitted out in United gear, and all the fans singing Viva Ronaldo. It is unbelievable to have this buzz around. Like, I was so excited on Friday. I cried driving home, happy tears. I was just driving home like, oh my god, we signed Ronaldo, tears streaming down my face. He's ours. He's our boy, and he's back. He's home. So yeah, guys, I'll chat to you soon. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and let me know what you thought of the game in the comments.